Hey, two friends. I'm here at the park and I'm doing a flight evaluation of the Walkera V450D03. I want to say first off that the purpose of this flight evaluation is not to demonstrate my mad 3D skills, which I don't have, or to demonstrate the 3D capability of this RC helicopter, which we know it does. The purpose is to kind of assess whether or not somebody with moderate flying skills, RC helicopter flying skills, somebody who has a lot of experience flying coaxial and 4-channel helicopters, can they make the transition to collective pitch? Because that is a big leap. I know from experience that going from a 4-channel helicopter to a collective pitch helicopter is going from riding a bicycle to driving a Ferrari. All right, I mean it's the magnitude is that big. So that's the purpose of my doing this, because I want to determine whether or not somebody with my skill level, can pick this up and be able to fly it, control it, and not crash it, because it just sucks, and you want to enjoy the hobby, all right? And collective pitch helicopters have a way of destroying your love of the hobby if you're not experienced. The thing that's different about the Walkera is that it has a built-in gyro system that smooths out the flight characteristics of collective pitch helicopters. So I mean, at least in theory, I don't know yet. I haven't flown this thing, but let's give it a try. And I'm going to narrate this as I go, giving my thoughts as I fly this, instead of an after action report. I'm going to feed you my thoughts as we're doing this live. So here we go. Okay. I would say that yes and no. It does smooth out the characteristics of a 450 Hilo. I mean, it's not as jittery as something that that doesn't have the gyro system. I mean, I can feel the gyro system working. It's holding its altitude fairly well. So right now, I'm holding it. I'm not playing with the sticks too much. I mean, you do have to play with the sticks to keep it in position, but it's not fidgety. So in that respect, the gyro system is doing its job. Okay, and it's not gonna, but again, it's not gonna hold altitude without you doing anything. I mean, it's not gonna be like a quadcopter where you can just release the sticks and then it's just gonna hover. It's not gonna do that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would not say it's easy to fly, but if you have experience with a large 4-channel helicopter, like maybe a WL Toys 912 or 913, you can pick this up and not be overwhelmed. Because I know that when I first started flying 450 class helicopter without a gyro system, it was pretty overwhelming. I mean, like I was crashing the first time I took it off. I mean, I didn't even get this far. Okay, I mean, I didn't even get this far where, I mean, I would not call this a hover. I mean, I'm obviously not hovering, but at least I've got it under control. And okay, now I can hover. Okay, and you gotta be careful, because you gotta be really gentle with the sticks. Okay, that is the key to flying RC helicopters, pretty much any RC aircraft, but especially RC helicopters. You know, you cannot mash the 6. You got to be like, just movement. Your movement should be in millimeters. All right. So this is gonna go out of frame a little bit because I'm gonna try to do some circuits, see if I can. What I do notice is that although it is not self-correcting, you do have to, like for instance, if I'm going forward, if I let go of the 6, the momentum will keep carrying it and it will continue to go forward. It's not gonna stop and hover like a fly-barred helicopter or a quadcopter. I mean, you're gonna have to do something to counteract the inertia and the momentum of the helicopter as you're flying it. So like for instance, I'm strafing left, I'm gonna have to counteract it. I'm going backwards, I'm gonna have to counteract. So you have to work the sticks, all right? I mean, I mean, like, you know, just looking at my flying, you wouldn't think that this is a stabilized helicopter because, you know, my skills are pretty awful, but it is, because if I'm looking at a typical collective pitch helicopter, it would be like 3 times as bad. I mean, it would be just, I'd be tossing and turning over the place. So, but yeah. So if you have any questions, you know, whether or not, you know, this is going to be okay for you, this is going to be manageable for you, coming from experience with a 4-channel or even a quadcopter, then my answer would be yes. I mean, I'm doing it, and I haven't flown an RC helicopter for a while, or a collective pitch helicopter in a while. Actually, yeah, I did test the BLW 950 not that long ago, but yeah, I don't really fly helicopters that much anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do a couple circuits and hopefully I won't crash. You know, and I do notice that the tail is really, you know, you have a lot of authority with rudder. I mean, you know, I'm moving the tail and it's, you know, it's pretty easy. It's responsive of me. I hope that this video is not an indictment of my flying skills. I mean, it is, I am trying to talk it as I'm flying, and I usually don't do that, but so let's see if I can land this. All right. So there you have it. Thumbs up for what it does. It's a good jumping point for those who want to make the transition to collective pitch. And if you like this video, then please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.